The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up, guys? What's up? We're back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast, episode 95. We're 5 away from episode 100, and I guess that'll just, I might do something big on episode 100. I don't know. But who knows? But let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to start with the submarine OceanGate fiasco. But before I go on a long tirade that might be funny, it might be jokes involved too, I'm going to say first, rest in peace to the men who lost their lives in that submarine before I get this off. And let's have a moment of silence for them. All right, so now I can slow key get these jokes off. So OceanGate happened, and it was a submarine company that was giving out rides to visit the Titanic, or that's the name that everybody calls it. And hold on, let me see if that's actually true. If the Titanic name is actually the Titanic, because I feel like it's another name, but I'm like low-key forgetting. Yes, the RMS Titanic. Yes. Yeah, that is the name of the ship. So yeah, my man's wrong. The submarine company made this very, very, very small submarine that I think like 4 or 5 people could squished in to go visit the Titanic and view it, I guess. They, to control the submarine, they had like I don't want to be wrong, a game controller to control the submarine. They ventured too far down and they couldn't get back up. For like, I guess a couple days they were stuck down there and didn't know what was going on. And when people got close to it, because you couldn't really get too close to it because it was so deep underwater, it was like impossible to get it. But when people were trying to get it, they heard a loud banging from it, and I guess that was people begging on the submarine to give, I guess, the sound so they can so anybody that's probably around the submarine can be like, these guys aren't dead, they're actually around. And they passed away. And from what the reporters and scientists were telling us, that it imploded and crushed in, and earlier last week they brought it back up and you saw how the submarine was, and it looked like a can of soda got crushed. And like when they first came out with this report saying that the submarine was underwater, it was like a gang of memes. Like I forget, like, damn, what was it? One of the memes. Damn, I can't even remember it. No, so there was when Justice League first came out and Aquaman jumped in the ocean and swam to the sea, they were like, yo, if LeBron's in that submarine, I'm going to jump in like Aquaman and save him. Or this scene from actual Aquaman when he had to bring the submarine all the way to the top. No, it was Superman, Man of Steel, when he like flew in the water and brought the submarine up to the top. Someone was like, is LeBron's in this? I'm definitely doing this.
Sometimes I just want to know how your brain just goes to that.
And what other ones? Oh, Dora the Explorer when the on the map and the map was in the ocean and she had to go find them. It was a gang of funny shit that happened. Most of it was funny, like before they died and after they died, because I thought they were going to get them out in time, but obviously they didn't. But there goes to show that at any point in time, at any disaster, the internet's gonna make a funny meme out of it, and people made a song on it. The OceanGate freestyle, and anything that gets called blank gate, basically, it's a big deal. Like Deflate Gate, when Tom Brady, well, not Tom Brady, well, I won't say, when the Patriots were getting charged for deflating balls during the Super Bowl, like little shit like that, and yeah, and the people who lost their lives, even though they're billionaires, it still doesn't matter because they lost their lives. And you could say, "Oh, they're billionaires. Hey man, they got money to they got money to like do blah 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 blah." But you can't bring yourself back to life with your money. Like once you're gone, you're gone. And some of these people and some of these families don't have a husband or son, or just don't have a husband anymore because they went down there and got stuck.
God damn!
Now, how you tell somebody who lost their family member with a whole bunch of money, hey, let's buy your family back, like Call of Duty? Like, nigga, no, they're gone, and we're just going to say goodbye to your lost ones. Sadly enough, but yeah, OceanGate was a pretty wild thing, and because we didn't get all the information when we first came out, but like I said before, Twitter has that little tab where it's like it gives you the proper information. It doesn't give you like, it's like somebody's spreading like misinformation. Twitter gives you like the official information. So apparently the submarine ship was cheaply made. Well, I won't. Well, let me not say cheaply. I would say it was a little rushed from where it's supposed to be. They put a little. They speeded up a little bit. The captain wasn't listening to the front office telling them to like don't that deep. Like, hey, we have a certain parameter that you can only go by, and he went past it. Like a lot of shit came out like the day that when they announced they only had like 2 days worth of air left and they're dead. It was like, well, no, it was a day that people classify them as dead, that all the information came out. It was like, damn, man, that's really fucked up. Like you died. Like if you look at the schematics of the submarine, you'll be like, bro, there is less room. You could put more niggas in a little bedroom than in that shit. That's how bad it was. Imagine putting 5 niggas on a queen size bed.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And you're stuck there for like 4 to 5 days, probably 7 days. Hell no. But they don't have to worry about that much longer. Like I said before, rest in peace to those gentlemen who lost their lives in the submarine. And yeah, just paying my respects. But more people with money who just end up doing crazy and dumb shit. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg rumors of boxing have come to the forefront, and reason being, not Elon, but Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, has been seen like taking mixed martial arts class, and this hasn't been like official confirmed. Like Elon and hold on, it's not official, but Elon tweeted at Mark and was like, "Yo, let's hit the gym or let's box or whatever." And like this day, I will see Mark just in the gym. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this nigga really about to box Elon? Highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. because Elon Musk is built like the Tomb Raider in like the early 90s. Like early 90s. Like that nigga built like a shape. So the fact that those two might get into a fight, I highly doubt. But with the recent Twitter updates, Elon Musk has totally fucked up Twitter. And I officially am with people that Elon Musk had fucked up Twitter. So apparently, well, not apparently, because he put the statement out that the word cis, CIS, when how people use cisgendered or I'm a cis male or cis woman, that is technically a slur in Twitter space, I guess. I don't know. And let me look up the definition of the word cis.
That's okay, take your time.
Cis means, it is short for cisgendered, is a term that means whatever gender you are now is the same as what was presumed for you at birth. Oh, so basically, if you were born a woman, you're a cis female. Okay, well, all right, I guess. Yeah, so he banned that word is technically a slur, and Elon Musk today just updated Twitter to the people who didn't pay the $12 a month to have Twitter. You get only 600 tweets a day, or you can only you can only tweet 600 times a day. And I think
You were wrong.
for the people who actually have paid for Twitter, you get like, I think it's like 8,000 or something. Like it's a big ass number, and it's like confusing too, because I'm like, bro, like why the hell would you like limit on how many times people can like tweet?
Now, isn't that just prime?
And not just, and even if it's just shit, I hope it's not, you can only view 600 tweets. If so, that's crazy. But I think it's, you can only tweet 600 times. And I don't tweet that much a day anyways, but if I was to, I'd be pissed as fuck, because like a lot of people promote their stuff on Twitter and it's like, damn, they got to only get 600 tweets off a day. So yeah, Elon is definitely fucking up the platform, and not in a good way. But I think this really came about when the riots in France started going on, because apparently like Twitter had got like a bunch of videos of the riots. Like when I mean a bunch, I was like, I low-key want to say like every 3 tweets I saw something about France. And this was to a point where I did not know what the fuck this shit was going on in France was about anyways. And I was like, I had to look it up too, because I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like a coup like Russia is? And I'll get to that too. But apparently a boy was shot by the police in France, and the whole France is like rioting. Like they're burning down planes, they're riding chainsaws at the end of motorcycles, they're fighting police. It's like, it's literally like war down there. And I've been seeing like a whole bunch of tweets of people saying, yeah, man, Americans should do that same shit. Like, nigga, you remember what happened last time niggas started rioting? Niggas start burning down, breaking into little small business that couldn't afford to fix their shit.
I told you so.
And I understand if you were going to like, and I'm not promoting doing this, but if you were like going to do something like other than destroying a small mom and pop store, okay, cool. But if you're just rioting, just be rioting, and that's another thing too, the difference between Americans and I want to say British. Americans just be doing shit, just do it. I guess those Brit niggas do it on like we got a reason to. Like when niggas was rioting, niggas was just like robbing shit. And I even talked to a couple people who said, yeah, man, shit, if niggas will riot again, I'm just going to go rob some shit. And I'm like, nigga, you're not going to riot for the cause? Like, nah, nigga, was going to riot. And I'm like, bro, that's the whole point. That's why most people can't get, why we can't get shit done is because we venture off on a whole nother goal. That's not the goal of what we started in. And I'm not saying this is a race thing. I'm saying this is all Americans thing. Like, we got our heads so far off our asses of our own volition and of our own world that we had, like, because we got shit we going on. Yeah, man, if I break into the store, I could get like 2 TVs. I ain't got two 65 inch. Why they gotta have 65 inch? Niggas ain't paying attention. Let me just rob it. The police is doing some other shit, not paying attention. Let me just take it. They ain't gonna notice. But then it starts coalescing to like, oh, he did it, I'm gonna do it. And now instead of just you robbing, it's a whole block of niggas robbing. And it's now, instead of rioting, you're robbing. And you're not robbing hood, you're just robbing niggas. So, yeah, man. Like, that's the only thing I have against, like, when niggas protest or riot, is protest and riot for the cause, not for your own. Not ideals. Your own selfishness, I should say. Yeah, that word. Your selfishness. But Russia is also falling because I think some Ukrainian troops pushed into Russia, and it's either, I had to look this up because I think it was some Ukrainian rebel soldiers and people within Russia that's trying to like take Putin off the seat of power of presidency, and yeah, this is a big ass coup. And I understand that Russia is probably tired of that nigga, and they're trying to get that nigga out of it, because I saw it's getting crazy out in like the other countries that aren't American, because the French and Russian countries, they're getting wild and getting crazy out here. So America's not far behind. Like, we do get wild and we do some wild crazy shit, but to that degree, no. I haven't seen anybody in America burn down a plane yet. Hopefully not. Please don't, because niggas gotta get some places.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
But yeah, that whole French collapse, the French riots and French protests, people are saying though that what not Zuckerberg, Elon Musk is doing goes hand in hand, because like I said, Twitter was posting a bunch of those fucking protest videos, but I don't know. Who knows? It's probably just another rumor, but that's where that goes. But also on Twitter, before I get off, I think I'll probably segment this first part, what grinds my gears or the internet's crazy. Because mainly when I start this podcast is mainly when I go get the shit off. Well, I get everything, all my information basically from either the news or the internet. But this part is but the first part is more likely the funny, crazy parts. But another crazy thing that happened on Twitter, Adam22's girlfriend, Lena the Plug, is doing her first black guy. And I know that sounds crazy, but what's my man's name? It's called Stroke something, like Stroke XX, something like that. Oh, let me look it up. Nigga! Yeah, his name is I Am Jason Love, and you mainly see him on black videos, and black videos is basically a black guy fucking like a white girl, and yeah, he's like a legend. Funny enough, he's like a legend on that website. And basically that whole day, it was just like niggas just flaming Adam22, and rightfully so. Like, I don't hate Adam22. I just want to see that nigga get shit talked like he tried to big homie me or something like that on the Twitter. So anytime niggas try to flame him, I'm always there to laugh at. But like they were going hard on this nigga. They were like basically calling this nigga a cuck. Like, why are you letting your chick get plowed by this by this BBC? And it was like, bro, like, damn, bro, this shit was like, it was bad. Like how niggas was digging at him. Pause. And I think he did a recent interview with Crip Mac, and like how he was telling Crip Mac like how he would let a black dude fuck his girl, and Crip Mac was like flabbergasted. Now, mind you, he recanted and he said he felt bad because now he's like getting flamed about it. But like, bro, you should be like, come on now, like if you're a cuck, you're a cuck. Yes, you're going to get flamed because that's wild as fuck for no fucking reason.
Stop being weak!
But man, if you're a cuck, just be a cuck. I don't care. Like at the end of the day,
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't
you're
care.
gonna do what you do in the sanctity of your own home or whatever you do it. Well, I guess it's not the sanctity of your own home because we see it. But yeah, man, like just be who you are. And man, there's a lot of cucks out there. Now I'm not a cuck. I ain't gonna be no cuck. But there's a bunch of cucks out here. So, I mean, just play your part, man. Like, I don't judge niggas no more. Well, I still judge niggas. But I don't openly just go out my way to judge niggas. If you do what you do, you do what you do. I can't, me slaying you or clowning on you ain't gonna change who you are or what you do. So just do what you want. That's not criminal. And if you do something that's criminal, that's on you. That's not me. But yeah, it was a whole bunch of people like calling Adam a cuck, and yeah, he's probably gonna like recant, and well, he can't recant because he's probably gonna do it anyways. But like people, like my man Joe was like, man, he don't have to do that. He could have said no, but he could say no. But if he does, that goes. It'll just look funny because all that whole accepting my girl as a whore, just fucking every dude and just doing her job, that would be a double flip flop. Because at the beginning you were like, yeah, man, let's fuck you. You can fuck me and blah blah blah, and we can fuck all these girls together and do what we do. But well, it's obviously they both had to sit down and discuss it. But all that whole 4 women, all that shit, you had to throw it out the window. Because as soon as she said, let's have a threesome with a dude, and you said, nah, fuck that. It's all women. Now it's going to be like, oh, all right. But, hey, man. Niggas do what niggas do. Be who you are. So, yeah, like, yeah, man, just do what you do, man. Like, I don't care. At the end of the day, we're all who we are. I think I already said that, so fuck it. But yeah. And I think that's it. I think that's it for the internet, really. That's really it for the internet funny portion. So let's get into the music portions. So, Young Thug dropped his out of jail album, Business Business. But the original and the Metro version, and I think the Metro version has like 2 more songs. So let me go to that one. Is this the right way? Yeah. So the regular version has 15, and the Metro version has 17. And let me go through it. Jonesboro. Let me go in order. Number 1, Jonesboro is hard. Number 2, Mad Dog is alright. Uncle M is straight. Want Me Dead is good. Cars Bring Me Out is fire. Oh, hold on. Oh, he blew that down. Oh, You Went It by Drake is featuring Drake is fire. Money is nice. Hoodie is good. With the Racks is fire. Parade in Cleveland's fire. Abracadabra's fire. Money on the Dresser. Hellcat Kenny. Oh, he switched up. Yeah, this is a switched up order. Yeah, the Metro version is a way different order. I might have to listen to this one just because of the other. It's just there's different songs. The songs is placed differently than the original. Yeah, I'll say out of 17, I'll say like a good 10. 10 to 12. 10 to 12. And alongside that, Vez dropped Ganger. It's 21 songs. And it's, let's see. Let's go in order. Number 1, Not a Drill is fire. Overseas Baller. Number 2 is hard. No Sirski's fire. You know I is hard. Get Off My Dick. The original version's fire. Sexy Liar is good. Broke Phone. I might have to re-listen to this song again because for some weird reason, Lucky on the first listen as a feature don't hit as hard, but the second one does. 7-6 is hard, and that's with featuring Babyface Ray, Icewear Vizzo. Robert De Niro is good. Boat Interlude is hard. Tramp Step is hard. Weekend is hard. Number 13, Kinda Money is fire. Gauge is good. Whoa, the One is alright. Unreleased Leak, I had to re-listen to that one. Lick, number 17 is fire. Number 18, Safe 2 is hard. Number 19, Ganger Mag is straight. Number 20, Tony Hawk is good. And number 21, Get Off My Dick remix with Uzi is hard. So yeah, that was good. Like I said, a lot of good music dropped. And Baby Money drop. I didn't listen to that yet, but I'm gonna get to that. Let's see. Fat Trail. I haven't listened to Fat Trail in years. And I think he did like a AZ Productions in the booth freestyle, and it was a song off his album Nightmare on E Street. And then the song is called Nigga What? And that shit's hard. Let's see what else. Oh, Sauce Walker and Conway the Machine dropped Danger, and that shit's hard. Let's see. Oh, Uzi dropped his Pink Tape. Now, excuse me. This album is a little controversial. Now, there are many people who say this is like a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of mid. Now, me personally, I want to say when this might be a reach. This might be a Cardi Flow copy album.
Shut your stupid ass.
Because this album, now, mind you, both Uzi and Cardi do that whole rock star shit and like dress up like weird emo rock stars, but Cardi in his shows don't even like perform the songs. He's just mainly yelling. Now Uzi does the dress. This dresses like a rock star, even though Cardi dressed like ICP, Insane Cloud Posse. Uzi dressed like a black Ozzy Osbourne, and the music didn't fit all the time. Match the outfit. So like Uzi will wear a Ozzy Osbourne outfit, but rap like, what album was that? Damn it. Love Is Rage 1 and 2. Like he'll dress like Ozzy Osbourne, but rap like Love Is Rage 2 and 1. And it just never fit. And I guess in his eye, because it's like, oh shit, I'm a rock star, but I'm still like rapping. And there's a bunch of songs on here that like really are rockish. And I think number 17 CS, halfway through is just like a guitar solo and that nigga screaming. Shoot, there's a fucking song that's based off of fucking, I want to say Japanese wrestler, Shinsuke Nakamura. And then the name of the song is just called Nakamura. And I just found out that Nakamura was a wrestler. I did not know that at all. So like there's a lot of like callbacks to like who Uzi is as a person in this album. Because if you didn't know who who Nakamura was, or shoot, the last song is basically a fucking anime intro. Like, this is basically his Scott Pilgrim, the movie, as an album. And I can kind of rock with that, because he always, like, even in this intro to this album, he has that girl, I don't know if it's Britney still, just saying, "Wake up, Uzi, wake up." And it's like, oh shit, even though it's been years since he used that callback, he still calls back to it. And it was a good callback. But it's 25 songs, and I definitely didn't get through 25. I probably got through at least 7. At bare minimum 7. So I'm about to go back in intervals and listen to it. Back to the, but I totally forgot before I went on tirade about Uzi. I was going to tie that Young Thug album drop with Gunna's album drop. And a bunch of people are saying that Gunna's album is better than Thug's. Now,
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
I am on that side only because Gunna by himself carried the album. No features, no hard hitting producer, just Turbo, and I think like a couple other producers I don't know the name of. And like, he went in the booth, did it on his own merit, and produced something good. Like, it wasn't like a bad album. It was a Gunna album. Now, it wasn't like Gunna album with the heavy features that he, like the hard hitting features that he normally has, but he still was Gunna on the album. Now, Thug album had a lot of features on it, and people were saying it was some of the songs are trash. Now, mind you, me being a big Thug fan, that is big cap. That is a big ass cap. Before even the Metro version came out, I can at least give you, out of 15 songs, I can give you more than 10.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
So, Parade on Cleveland, and I'm using the original version, not the Metro version. Parade on Cleveland, Gucci Grocery Bag, Cars Bring Me Out, With the Racks, Oh You Went, Want Me Dead, Hellcat Kenny, Uncle M, Money on the Dresser, Jonesboro. Yeah, that's like at least 10. That's 10 already. And if you want to be really strong on it, 9. So out of 15 songs, 9 is hard, 6 aren't. That's a big number. Now, if I go to Gunna's, I think I could say how many songs on here? 15. I can at least say a good half this album is like on some crazy shit. So you could basically say they're in the totality of them, I guess, not being on each other's album at all, is just being them. I could say like, oh, I won't say they're equal. I'll say Gunna's a little bit better, even though I like the same amount of songs. Gunna's has a little bit more stands strong because it's by himself. But I feel like Thug outside of jail, these songs would hit harder. But you know how that goes. But yeah. I still fuck with both the albums. I think the albums are really good. But like I said, if you want to stand tall and stand on your own 2 feet, I guess you could say Gunna's was better. But back to Uzi, and that'll probably be the end of the music portion. Freaking Uzi got a phone thrown him at the BET Awards by his girlfriend JT from the City Girls, and it was for having Ice Spice in a song he dropped, like name dropping in a song, and I was like, damn, Uzi, like why would you name drop Ice Spice? Like, come on now. Like, you can't just be name dropping chicks when your girl's right. Hold on. Yeah, especially when Ice Spice is when the person that Ice Spice is signed to is Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj has beef with Carisha, and I think JT too. So not only is Uzi like, I won't say playing both sides because he probably don't give a fuck about what those girls are beefing about, but in that same sense, you probably do have to give a fuck what them girls are beefing about, because you can't just be saying, oh shit, I fuck with Ice Spice, but Ice Spice is signed to Nicki, who is in turn beefing with my girl's friend. So you gotta find a way to space that out. And I don't know how to. And then, like, you might take that line out, probably, and he probably can't because the album just dropped. So, hey man, who knows? But that was it for the music portion. Let's get into the anime. So, to the anime portion of the pod, I yet again have only caught up to a little bit of One Piece, because apparently we're at one of my favorite fights in the whole Wano arc. Big Mom, Law, and Kid. Well, Big Mom versus Kid and Law. And from what the Twitter, because every night people post like the early episode without the subtitles. And like, you saw the animation, and it was like, from reading the manga, like I always say in Wano, the anime added in stuff that the manga didn't. Because for the longest, people were like, Kid has no, like, kind of like, he's like really like slow. He's like big body. He doesn't have like acrobatic moves. And like the whole fucking fight with Big Mom, this nigga's like doing jumping barrel rolls off her arm and like jumping off of rooftops and like using his magnetic awakening his abilities to like plant Big Mom. Like, he was doing a lot in this like fucking past episode from what I seen.
We coming for you, nigga.
And when this episode comes out, Big Mom will be defeated and we'll go back to the rooftop. And if my guessing is right, the last week in July, we'll see Gear 5. Or if not Gear 5 fully, we'll see Luffy's hair turning into Gear 5 Luffy. So when the start of August will be Gear 5 until the Beige Ring Gun, and that'll be the end of Kaido's fight. And then we'll get into the Egghead arc, which, if we get to Egghead, we'll probably get to at least seeing Vegapunk by October, if there's not a big month break after the Wano animation, which there might be, because after this we might get a break to Egghead. Because that's all, I ain't gonna lie to you, going from Wano to Egghead is gonna be like a big jump. Because I think they might change the animation again. Because on the One Piece volume 106, I think, it's them in like a futuristic type, because they're in Egghead, everything's futuristic. But if you look at it, it looks like a happy version of Tron. So I don't know how we're going to get that in this new arc of One Piece, because that's when a lot of shit happens. That's when we'll see like Kid, Law get blitzed, Garp has Conqueror's Haki confirmed, and we'll just see like the girl saying everybody else go crazy. And we'll see Awaken Kaku and Lucci too. So yeah, we'll get to see all that. But for right now, the anime, I think the last episode I seen is Zoro beating King. So I guess I'm back to the Kid and Big Mom fight. But in other anime, I've caught up to Gundam Witch Mercury, which, and no pun intended, I was super confused that it's only gonna be 2 seasons. And I was like, that's new. Because normally it's like 4 seasons and it's over. But I guess they wrapped it all up. And from what somebody kind of spoiled it, it was like the main character got off scot-free for murder, but who cares because she was good. So, and for what other people spoiled it, everything went off in a happy way. Which is a good thing because Silhouette, Silhouetta, the main character, after like finding out that her mom turned her twin sister to a Gundam because her body couldn't sustain like using the Gundam, that was like, okay, something good has to happen because I don't want to read about my main character. But yeah, it was just basically be Evangelion again. And if you ever watched Evangelion, this is basically Evangelion in space with no Jesus. And I'm just going to leave that with no context because if I go into a long soliloquy about fucking Evangelion, is this going to be like a 4-hour pod.
Oh, no.
But I'm like 3 episodes behind in Gundam Witch without being too spoiled. I think I saw the final Gundam that my man, what's my man's name? Because he cut his hair and it pissed me off because his hair is low-key trash. But it's like, I kind of fuck with it.
This ain't it, Chief.
Jet Kirk. Yeah. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, because he had that long hair, but I guess it got burned when he went to Earth and had to defend himself, so he cut it. And I was like, all right, it's all right. It looks cool, but it's not like the greatest. But it's all right. And from what I've seen, I think it's getting more and more like, I guess it is getting to the end point because when I was watching, I'm like, they're really telling me who the hell is doing the bad shit. Like, not early, but it's like they're blatantly like, yo, I'm about to do some bad shit. So yes, I guess it is time for them to end the series because if you drag it on, it's just gonna be like, I guess it's like Iron Blood Orphans. You don't need a long-winded series to be good. Shoot, 2 seasons, you could get the point across mad fast. And just like Gundam Witch, Golden Kamui is on its final season. Not now, but the final season is coming. I'm like, really? I could have sworn this series was longer, but it has been 10 years because I remember watching Golden Kamui when I graduated college and started my new job, and that was like 2014, 15, around 14 and 15. So like, yeah, it's about to be like 10 years since it's been out, and like, yeah, it's time. It's time for it then. And I'm not saying in a bad way, but it's like, damn, like once you think about it, it has been a long time, like since it's been out. And it's like, okay, let's get to it. And for what the last scene, I haven't watched it in a while because it's like getting super weird, and I totally forgot about this scene in fucking the later parts of it. So I think Company 7 is looking for like this perv, and like one of the dudes that got either his ear shot off or like got this weird Running Man face tattoo is like catching this dude just beating off, and like they're having a beat off fight. And I know that sounds crazy, but like imagine using your nut as like bullets. Like it's just really crazy. And I'm like, damn, bro, like why the fuck? Like, and I saw the extended clip, and it gets even weirder. Why it's that extended? Pause. But alongside Golden Kamui telling us about their final season, Mashal announced their season 2 for January of 2024. I had to finish the last 2 episodes of that. Hell's Paradise announced their season 2. I had to watch the last episode of that, which I think I saw like a sneak peek of it, and we see the bitch ass nigga for the final season, and like I'm kind of thinking, how far are they gonna go? Because unless they're doing 3 seasons. Then we'll see his bitch ass on the last episode of next season. But I highly doubt that because we still have to do the Bakugo looking dude still has to become a full plant. They have to meet back up. That little pink hair girl got kidnapped. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 2 more seasons. Yeah, maybe 2, 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3. And let's see. Oh, and I'm watching one of those long ass light novel shows. I think it's called Unlocking a Skill in Another World That Became Strong in Another. I don't know. It's like one of them long ass light novel shits. I'm like 7 episodes in. It's pretty good. It's really focusing on the dude on like. Well, hold on. Let me start from the beginning. So the show is about this guy, this fat kid who gets picked on by everybody and gets bullied and gets beat up. One day he sees this girl getting abused. He helps her and gets his ass whooped really badly. I think in that same week, his grandfather is the only person who ever really loved him in his family dies, and he's just really heartbroken. And he like finds this hidden room that teleports him to a different universe, and like he's in the middle of his forest while like monsters are coming in, but they can't come in the house in this area that he's in. And he picks up this weapon and starts like destroying the monsters from like the inside out. Like he can stab them through this shield of the house that he's in the other dimension, but the monsters can't come in. So after he like kills like maybe a monster or two, he goes back to the real world, and like all the experience points he got in the fantasy world came to the real world, and became super skinny, tall, and handsome. Now, with all the perks of being super tall and handsome, he gets the bitches, popularity, and he still has the strength and abilities from the other world and the real world. So it's basically where I'm at right now. It's basically really on the real world aspect of him, like trying to come to reality that like he's a different, like he's different, like he's handsome, he's popular, and everybody wants to be around him. And like getting over the fears of like when he was like a fat kid and nobody liked him, everybody hated him. So it's like a lot of that going on, and there's like a subplot of the fantasy world that he trains in. There's a evil brother in this kingdom trying to kill his family because of like his sister type shit. So yeah, that's going on, but it's not really that prevalent from like his real world aspects.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
But yeah, that's all I've been really watching for the past like week. I haven't really been seeing anything new. Oh, no, I take it back. Ronan Kenshin comes out this week, and Bleach comes out this week, and JJK come out this week. Oh fuck! Well, guess I'm gonna be watching that shit before I go to Rolling Loud. But yeah, that's it for the anime portion. Let's get to the manga section. So, I'm gonna start with Record of Ragnarok first, because My Hero, like I said, I didn't read My Hero in the past 2 weeks because it's been ass, so I'm just blitzed by that. So, Record of Ragnarok, it gives us basically the movie 300. If you've seen it, the movie with damn, what's that nigga name? I can't. Gennard Butler. Jesus Christ. Yes, Gennard Butler as King Leonidas in the 300 movie is basically the same thing as depicted in the manga, but stuff is a little bit different. So, just like in the movie, Greece, I think Athens is going to go to war with the Persians, and it's 30,000 of them, and there's only 300 of them. But before they can even get the troops on the field, what's them niggas called? Basically, the council is saying we should not march, we should show peace, and they was asking the god Apollo, hey, should we chill out and not attack? And Apollo was like, yeah, sure. So Leonidas is like, nah, we're not about to chill. We're about to go to war. Because if them niggas just walk over us, that's not what we Spartans do. And this is all in the view of just a random soldier that just saw King Leonidas and was like moved by his words and his actions. They're just following him to the battlefield, and I think they won. But the way that the soldier was telling it was just like his back gave us troops the hope, and my words is slipping. Gave us hope and the perseverance to push forward and to fight the Xerxes. Is it Xerxes? Yeah, Xerxes and the Persians. And they ended up winning. Now, other than Leonidas having beef with Apollo for telling the Spartans to stay put and let them get run over, Apollo's just like, hey man, I told you guys to chill, but King Leonidas ain't having that, and the fight starts. And that was basically that whole chapter of Record Ragnarok. Like, it was basically like I said, it was in the view of the soldier telling us. And it was just really him just bigging them up, saying, yo, Leonidas is a real nigga. He does like real nigga shit, and he should be talked about because he did a lot of real nigga shit. But I want to see how far this fight is going to go, because I think there's more than meets the eye in this beef. I really do.
Maybe.
But other than Record Ragnarok, I'm behind on Takaichi, that battle one. The new manga that the guy who draws for One Punch, not one, the guy who draws like the really great artwork for One Punch. He started a new one called Versus. I think they're like 3 chapters in. I think it's monthly, so I could catch up on that one. And I caught up to, hold on. I think I'm catching up to Kaiju number 8 because the anime's coming out soon. What else? Damn. Oh, yeah. Black Clover. Hold on. Is Black Clover right there? I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. Nothing Black Clover happened, but I had to watch the movie, so I had to check that out. So I think the last thing I have to talk about really is, I'm going to talk about how mid My Hero is. So, before I get to JJK. So, My Hero, we're still on the Toga and Uraka fight. And I was never really big on this beef anyways, even in season 1 or 2. So, I'm not really hyped for it. So, I didn't skip it. I just really overlooked it because it was like, what the fuck am I reading? So, I didn't really get a chance to read it. But Chainsaw Man I did read, and I think I'm really going to say this, and this might hurt, but part 2 of Chainsaw Man is some but, and when I mean but, I mean like, I won't say total ass, but like, damn, my nigga, like, this is the slowest burn I've ever read in like forever. It's even slower than Boruto. Boruto's like fucking horrendously slow. But I guess I should just wait and see where this takes me, because I still don't know what the fuck's going on. Because now they're like Chainsaw Man protesters that are for Chainsaw Man, and there's some protesters that aren't for Chainsaw Man, and it's like become like a religion now. So it's like, Digi don't know what the fuck like a cult or religion is. So like this nigga just going along with it, thinking everything's sweet, not knowing that like him and that Mikasa like reborn version of herself are in grave danger because niggas is after Denji and her. So it's like either be Chainsaw Man and be free to do what you want, or not be Chainsaw Man and get killed by the same division that you work for and protect. So it's getting crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. It's getting real confusing about what the fuck is going on in Chainsaw Man, because it started off with, I initially thought Chainsaw Man Part 2 was going to be Denji going to school, Denji going to get power, and him taking care of that little Mikasa clone while trying to live a normal life. Now it's War Devil with Asa, trying to figure out why they want Asa, why everybody's after Chainsaw Man, and why it's War trying to kill Chainsaw Man. It's a big ass fucking like murder mystery. It's a big ass almost trying to be a murder mystery, but it's not. So I have no fucking clue what's going to happen with Chainsaw Man, because I don't know my damn soul where the hell is going my damn soul. So who knows? But last but not least, JJK came out, and JJK is getting real close to me thinking either Gojo's gonna lose or Sukuna's gonna lose, or my theory this theory I came up with. So my theory was that, well, let me tell you the chapter first before I give my theory so it can make sense. So in the new chapter of JJK, chapter 227, the chapter was Gojo and Sukuna again clashing with their domains and trying to basically do like a domain pissing contest to see who has the strongest domain or who has the strongest curse techniques. So while Gojo used the reverse curse technique to heal himself and replenish his curse energy back to 100%, it kind of was like the Yuji and Mahito fight, where Mahito had to go so fast that it had to go so fast that Sukuna couldn't touch Mahito in that split of a second, because while Gojo was using his domain in a domain, Sukuna also used his domain so it can like cut Gojo again, because Gojo was like, oh shit, he's getting better and better, but he, like Gojo said, he doesn't give a fuck, he's gonna keep on blitzing him. And the weakest, and one of the, well, I won't say the weakest niggas on the good guys team, to me he was a bitch because he was just running from a whole bunch of fights in Shibuya, but apparently he has some kind of rank. He gave a description saying that Gojo's going for this like technique where it's like, it's basically your trump card and you're putting all your energy, curse energy, into it. So in what's that word? See, my words are sleeping me. In Junction, he could go overlap the sure hit of the domain expansion and kill Sukuna. But with this steel, it's still gonna be hard for like Sukuna to do it, because, well, not Sukuna, but Gojo to do it, because Gojo has to keep his domain over Sukuna's, because if he doesn't, Sukuna's gonna keep on overlapping. And when he does domain expansion again, people are thinking, oh shit, he's making a big ass domain again, how is he gonna stop Sukuna from doing it? But instead of making a big domain, he made like this small black orb of a domain expansion. And I don't know what that is going to do against a domain, Sukuna's domain, because I don't know how small you can make it before you just teleport out anywhere. So I don't know what the hell he's gonna do in that small ass encompass space in that domain. So I don't know. But for my theory, I was thinking that Kenjaku is letting Gojo and Sukuna wear themselves out to the point where they're so weak they can't really do shit, and he's gonna absorb them in like he did Mahito. Now, that would make sense because of what Kenjaku said to Sukuna, saying that, hey man, I'm weak, I really can't be doing shit, so if you lose, we all lose. And I'm like, I highly doubt that, because there's no way you absorb Tengen and like claiming that you're weak as fuck, like you can't beat Gojo. And I'm like, I'm not saying that he can outright beat him, but like the way Kenjaku was like, oh man, there's nothing I can do. I'm like, I don't know. I think you're selling yourself a little short on purpose so you can like get the upper hand. And it also reins in for what Sukuna was saying to himself when he was eating his old mummified body, when he was saying, hey Tengen, this is ironic that I'm eating my body, and never finished the sentence. So I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to that. But me thinking in my head, if Gojo and Sukuna get captured, Kenjaku has upright almighty power. And if that happens, Yuji can still use his ability to like swap bodies with people, or something in that case, because the sideline guys on the good guy side are still there. And there's no way you're going to tell me that the whole rest of the fight is going to be Gojo Sukuna, where everybody looks. And we still haven't seen Todo or what's that girl? Nobunara. So I don't know if they're going to be like on some last minute type shit, and they're gonna save the day alongside Yuji and hopefully Fugashiro. But I don't know. It's just a theory I got because it just makes sense. It makes so much sense because there's a big ass monster outside the colonies. Kenjaku is just waiting for Sukuna to win for no reason in particular. Like, what is he gonna do when Sukuna wins? Because if you say you're weak and like you do the same shit you did in Mahito, it's gonna be hell on earth for Kenjaku when Sukuna gets his hands on him. So yeah, that's all I got for that one. But thanks you guys for listening to the pod. Happy 4th of July, and my birthday is Friday. So, well, July 7th, which is the Friday. So whenever this comes out, this probably come out Friday or Saturday. So thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys. Have fun with your family this weekend, since July 4th is on Tuesday. And say la vie. Peace.
Man, I'm outside 2 times, start a fucking fight for nothing. Man, I'm outside in the street, nigga, what's up? Nigga, you bluffing. I'm tryna knock this nigga head off, give his ass concussion. Nigga ain't gon' be no one-on-one.